Hugo from TechCornerTV, and you asked, and I managed to get another unit for review. Let me explain. I was contacted by several viewers that after the FNI RSI 1014D oscilloscope review asked me to compare it with the OWON or Handtech devices, oscilloscopes. So I decided to reach out to OWON and to Handtech, and even I didn't get an answer from Handtech yet. OWON was amazing and promptly sent me a sample unit for testing. This unit is the SDS1104. It was supplied without any cost to me. I only had to pay the custom fees arriving here in Portugal. And yeah, it will be my impartial opinion anyway. Okay, I will not spend any more time. Let's jump into it. Let's start the review. Okay, let's start by watching the device. I want to start by making a note that this device has a factory problem. As you can see, the channel 1, 2 and 3 are in the wrong position. The right one will be here or a little up. I mentioned this is a sample sent by OWON. I didn't pay for this, and they as soon as I mentioned this problem, they promptly said that they will send another unit for this review, and I rejected politely, of course, because this didn't cost anything, but I did have to pay the custom fees, and that custom fees were almost 70. The custom costs was about 70 euros. And yeah, it's a little bit too much. If I receive another unit, I will have to pay again another 70 euros only to exchange this for another one with this on the right place. So I didn't think that was an issue. We have the 4 channels, the control buttons. I will talk this in a bit. One cool thing for these oscilloscopes, for example, the FNI RSI doesn't have this. It has the function generator, that's right, but it doesn't have the calibration point. We have a fixed fit on the top. We have also this removable or movable fit that will have stability. We can press the buttons without falling. Well, this one, it's a little bit harder. All these knobs are clickable, as it should be. Okay. It is a very small unit, as you can see. On the back, we have the handle, the normal handle. Okay, it stays there. We have a USB connection for connecting to the PC. And we have the normal power connection with the standard socket. Okay, so in terms of measures, this is about, let me show you, this is about 30 centimeters or 11 3/4, almost 12 inches. And yeah, in height, it has 15 centimeters or 6 inches or 5 3/4, and it has 7 centimeters more or less of depth and a little 2 inches and 3/4. Okay, this is a little bit smaller than the FNI RSI. It's on the same range, but for the specifications, I believe this is a little better. Okay, in the box we have okay, let me show you. We have a CD with software for the PC. We also have included a small list of features and characteristics, yeah, technical specifications. Okay. We have also a user manual. It's quite nice. It's okay. It's well organized. Very legible, and it's easy to read. It covers the main things of the oscilloscope. Yeah, it's nice. For example, FNI RSI needs to work a bit on the user manual. It says here with diagrams or infographics how to calibrate the probe. Okay, here it is. Yeah, what's included in the box. We have a cable also, USB Type A to Type B to connect to the PC. I'm in Portugal, Europe, so the power sock, it's European format and the normal standard for connecting to the oscilloscope. We have 4 test probes. Let me open this. 2 bags each with 2 probes. As I told you before, this was a sample unit, and the probes came already with rings. The probes are the OWO SDS1104. It is rated 100 megahertz, 10 megahertz in one time. It handles in 100 600 volts peak, and one time 200 volts peak. Okay, it's category 2. Okay, let's take this out of the way. We have the normal screwdriver for the compensation, and we have also the tip for the IC testing. One strange thing is that we have a pink ring, but the channel 3 is orange, so this should be orange. And also the green, it's okay, the green ring. We have here what's included with the probe kit. I didn't receive this, but I believe it's because this was on use, or did I receive? Ah, yeah, it's here. Sorry, this is the tip that I was telling I didn't receive. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So to wrap it up, what we have here is 4 channels. We have the power button, that it's really a button. It's not soft like on this one, is software, or this one is also software. As you can see, it's always powered on. This one really cuts the power to the oscilloscope. So we have 4 channels. Let me take the caps. Okay. In here we have the controls to select the channel which is being controlled and to turn on or off the channel. We have the vertical position and vertical scale. We have the mat button. This oscilloscope has mat functions. I will show you in a bit. We have here the horizontal position and horizontal scale. We have the horizontal button. It's more than, it's like a zoom button. I will show you also. The multi-purpose knob. Utility, that's the menu. We have the measures, the acquire and the cursor keys, auto set and run stop. It doesn't have the single as for example the higher range oscilloscopes have, but I don't see a problem there. We have here the trigger, and the trigger has the trigger menu and the force trigger, and also the knob for controlling the trigger position. We have here some function keys, yeah, and yeah, it's still new. I didn't remove the protection yet. I don't know if I'm gonna offer this to a subscriber or not. I haven't decided yet, because I have to keep some of this equipment for future reviews and comparison with others. So it's not decided yet. Okay, so let me connect the power and power it up. It's with the red light functioning. One thing, and this is a suggestion, when we are working with a channel, or the channel is selected, it should be a light in here, and it doesn't have the light. Even if the button is transparent, it should have a light. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, I will show you the screen before, because it is very bright, and I lowered the intensity for the previous video that I was doing. Let me show you, and let's put the display with, oops, sorry, let's put the display function display, yeah, the bright, it's right now, it's 0%. Okay, as you can see, it's harder to read, so that's why I have the brightness in a low state. It's easy to read with the camera, but the brighter in this unit, it's very good. The image, it's very defined. The screen, it's very similar, if not equal, to the FNI RSI 1014D. I like it a lot. I already liked the other one, and I like also this one. And yeah, it's 7-inch screen, corner to corner, 4 channels. Let me connect here the channels so we can start doing some experiments. Okay, we have here channel 1 and channel 2, and I will get this one also. Okay, so we can do some experiments. Okay, we have 4 channels connected. Let's do auto set. It takes a bit. We have an indicator, and yeah, so we have, I think we have, let me change this for square root, yeah, to be more ramp, no, square and ramp, yeah, for having different styles here. Okay, let's start analyzing what we have here. As you can see on the menu, we have the 4 channels identified by different colors. On the bottom, we have the amplitude information, or the voltage, and the division time, okay, for each channel. In this channel, right now, we have here 1 kilohertz for the channel 1, I believe, yeah. This is selected by trigger. The channel who is controlling the trigger will display here the frequency if the counter is on. I will show you in a bit how that's done. Okay, for controlling the signal, we select the channel. Okay, for the channel selection, we have the coupling, AC, DC, and ground. So we can invert the signal, as you can see. We have here the probe attenuation also, 1 time, 10 times, 100 K, and 1000 K, 1000 times, one time, 10 times, 100 times, and 1000 times. Let's put this in 1. When we change, as you can see here, the voltage also change. Now it's 50 volts, 500 volts, and 5000 volts. Okay. We have the measure currents also. We can change what we need in here, the parameters, and we have also the bandwidth limit to 20 megahertz. I believe it's fixed. So this is the channel configuration. If you want to turn the channel off, just press it again. Yeah. To select another channel, just press the second channel. You have here the information of the channel. Okay. When the channel is selected, you can change, well, the horizontal affects all the channels because it will affect the memory of the device, of the oscilloscope. So the position, this will affect all the channels. But with the selected channel, you can change the position and also the amplitude, the voltage of the signal. Okay. Just as normally you will do on any oscilloscope. So for the horizontal, we have also here this button. This button will trigger or will show you a zoom window. As you can see here, the zoom factor right now it's 250. But you can change, let me see, to 500 times or down to 1 time. Okay, it's the same on the top or on the bottom, but you can zoom it up to 500 times. Okay, you see here the window of what's shown in the bottom part. Look. Okay. So the horizontal just show you a zoom window. Okay, so let's see what we have more in here. We have the trigger menu. In the trigger menu you have single, it can be edge or video. You have here the source for the trigger. Right now it's on channel 1. Let's put on edge again. You have the modes auto, normal, and single. As you can see, when you select single, if the trigger deselects, you have here a stop with the pause sign, and have to press it again. After the single mode, it will go again to auto. On the triggering, we have the coupling AC-DC, and on the next page we have the rising slope, or I forgot the term, it doesn't matter. It's the rising or the inverse. And we have the hold off also. Right now it's what? Where am I? We have the hold off and the reset of the hold off. It's 100 nanoseconds by default. And yeah, that's about the trigger. We have also the force trigger. Another thing, we have the measurements here. We can have up to 8 measurements on the screen. You can select the channel. Let's see, for example, for channel 1, I want to be able to see the max and we have here the adds. Okay, we have the max, the minimum. Okay, let's add the minimum, and let's add also the peak to peak. Okay, we have here max, minimum, and peak to peak, voltage peak to peak. And for example, for channel 2, I will need the top, the amplitude, yeah, and the RMS. Okay, and for channel 3, I will need, it doesn't matter, but the top and the base. For example, top and the base, or the amplitude, it doesn't matter really. And for channel 4, I want also the peak to peak. And for example, if I want to select another measure, he will complain that the parameter is limited. So you can have here eight different measurements always on the screen. Okay, if you want, it will keep on the screen, Sorry, it will keep this on the screen, and you have also the snapshot. The snapshot will give you all the informations you have for the channel. We have here the max, the peak to peak, base, mean, cycle, duty cycle also. Let me show you again the duty cycle, the pulse width, everything, fall edge count, you have everything you need in here. You can select by channel or turn it off. We have in next page, we can remove some parameter. For example, for channel 4, we can remove the peak to peak. Okay, and we have now another slot for measurements, or remove all. Okay, and yeah, so let's take the measurements off. We have the acquire also. It can acquire, the modes are sample, peak detect. We have the acquire mode average with 14, 16, 64 and 128. We have here also the display in dots or in vectors. The dots, as you can see, for example, the square wave doesn't show the vertical part of the line. Let's put this again in vector. If it persists or not, we have here persistence of 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and as you can see, it will show you the result of the previous lines. And you can put here also infinity. It will show you all the lines. It will lose a little color, but will stay on the screen, all the lines, so you can analyze the drag of the line. Okay, so let's turn this off. We have also XY mode. Here it is, a little small information. I will not configure this to display a nice rolling image, nor not everything. Well, this image is slow. It's a little small for me, I think. This one, it has a much bigger information if you want to see something. Anyway, we have here also some information about the XY modes. Okay, and the lines that we are seeing in the XY modes are displayed on the top. Okay, let's turn this off. And the counter will show you here on the bottom the frequency that we are using. Okay, so yeah, that's it, the acquire menu. So right now we will go, let me show, this is not working. Let's do auto set again so we can have the 4 channels. Yeah, okay. So after this we have also the cursors. The cursor, you have time and voltage. Auto cursor, he will automatically detect the voltage difference, and it will give you here the values. Okay, and if you select voltage, for example, then you can use this knob, the multifunction knob, to select the voltage. Right now we are using the source channel 3. Okay, it's the one that is moving. It says the variation is 6 volts. The minimum volume is minus 3.30 volts, and the positive value is 2.70 volts. Okay, if we want to change the cursor, just select here the A, for example, and we move the cursor A, then the B. Okay, we can select the B, or A and B, and we select both cursors at the same time, as you can see. Okay, we can choose the channel here. Right now I'm working with channel 3, and yeah, so we also can measure the time, and the cursors will be vertically instead of horizontally, and in here we will have the frequency and the milliseconds instead of the voltage. Okay, to disconnect, to turn the cursors off, just press again and they will shut down. So we have also only 2 menus to show you. For these ones I will disconnect this and this. Let me put it here. It will already on the same place. Let's do a auto set again, and I will start by coming here to the utility and turning the backlight a little bit so you can see better what's going on. Okay, so let's start with the matte menu. Okay, so I will change this to a sine wave so it will be nicer. Let's come here. On the matte menu we have the matte functions and the FFT. This is the FFT. I can modulate the signal if you want to. Let me change, let's modulate this, yeah, to see how it handles, or a sweep signal. Yeah, right now it's sweeping. Let me show. Okay. In terms of FFT, let's open the matte menu. You have the rectangle, black man. You have the Henning with N, the Kaiser, the Bartelt, sorry, and the Heiming with M. Okay. Also, you have here all the information. the vertical, the decibels, and the divisions. You can see the, let me open this again, VRMS or dB. Okay. On the next page we have the, I believe it's the horizontal and vertical position. Yeah, this is the vertical, it's horizontal, and this is the vertical, so you can have better. Yeah, and this is the FFT function of the oscilloscope. It's a little bit slow, but yeah, it seems okay. And don't forget, this is an entry-level oscilloscope. So again, on the math menu, let's go to the previous page. I will change to math function, and on the math function, let me just take the sweep again away. We can choose the factor 1 channel and factor 2. This should be factor 2, I believe, but I don't know. And okay, this one is channel 1, the other one is channel 2, and we can use the math function as this one plus the other. We have the pink line minus, it will have this effect, multiply and divide, it will create this sine wave, this wave signal. Okay, so we have here some functions. Again, this is the vertical and horizontal. Yeah, nothing special. From that oscilloscope, for example, I have also logic and advanced and stuff like that. But yeah, again, this is an entry-level oscilloscope. It seems pretty cool. I think I might have a new favorite oscilloscope. It has a nice resolution, a nice definition as the FNI RSI 1014D. So yeah, nice product. As I told you, this is an entry-level oscilloscope, and we have always to remember that. In here we can change, let me turn the math function off. Okay. In the utility menu we have 5 main functions. We have the configuration, the display, the adjustment, the save menu, and the update menu. Right now I'm on the display menu. We can change the backlight. We can change also the grid. I was missing the word, sorry. The grid below. Right now this is the standard. We can have with dots. You can see better like this. Right now we have only a cross in the screen. We have nothing, and again this is the standard. Okay, dots, cross, nothing, and standard. And the menu time, right now it's 10 seconds. I will increase this a little bit because it's too low. Okay. We can change the options pressing this function key on the same level, or without, or with this, the multi-purpose knob. Okay, so right now what is missing? Let me show you the rest of the menu, the utility menu. We have here the configure. On the configure we can choose the language. It has English, Dutch, Espanol, Italiano, Japanese, Chinese, and Russian, I believe. I might consider talk with them to see if they are interested. I might, if it's not a lot of work, translate this to Portuguese also if they want to. When I first tested this oscilloscope, I used the K-lock, but I was unable to release the oscilloscope, so I will not do it now. You have here also the USB and PC connection, and we have a serial number and a version and checksum and information about the oscilloscope on the about. So the next menu, it will be the adjust, when we can do the self-calibration without the probes connected, the factory defaults, and the probe attenuation maximum, press probe channel to execute, press and equate. This is a special mode to do the probe compensation, I believe. So, and we have the update menu. Just put the pen with update file and it will function. And the save menu. The save menu, I left this one to last because we have here the copy. The copy, it's a shortcut to the option that you selected on the save menu. The save menu will allow you to save, for example, a wave, an image, and we have also here a configuration with settings. I didn't figure it out yet. To be honest, I didn't read the manual yet to figure it out what this is. We have 8 settings, 8 different settings, and we can save or load these options. Okay, so when you press copy there, you will save the option that is selected here. For example, image, save, is telling me USB drive is disconnected. Wave, next page. The storage internal, we have here the storage also. It's reading but didn't say anything. And let's go back, and we have the configure as we saw before. Yeah. So now is the time where you ask me, so Hugo, what do you think about this oscilloscope? What I can tell you is that this oscilloscope, it's a great pretender to be my favorite entry-level oscilloscope. It's an economical module and very complete for the price. It doesn't have a function generator like the FNI RSI for 1040D, but the screen, it's the same quality. Anyway, it's very clear, the image. It's a little smaller, the letters, because we have more information. We have 4 channels here, so we need more. It needs more space to put the information. Anyway, you have math functions, you have FFT, and one important thing: this oscilloscope allows you to connect to the PC. And in the PC, you can have all the information you have here. You can see the FFT, you can do cursor measurement with cursors, and almost everything you can do on the oscilloscope you can do on the PC. There is a huge problem, it's the delay, because you have the possibility to record the image that it generates, but the way it works on the PC is it captures the image from the oscilloscope and transmits to the PC, and that process takes a while. You have one image for each 4 seconds, something like that, and it can be a little bit tedious, but you can connect to the PC, you can do image captures, you can work with measurements, you have FFT as I told you already, and that is a very nice detail for this entry-level oscilloscope. You have measurements, acquisition, you have cursors also, menu trigger, and very important, and this is a huge factor, you have a 4-channel oscilloscope for the price of an entry-level 2 oscilloscope. I mean, like a HandMac or HandTech, or this oscilloscope, it's about 260 euros, 250 euros, more or less $295. It depends on the exchange rate. and his brother, the SDS1104, it's about 160 euros. It's below $200. It's like $195. And the main difference, it's obviously the two channels. This one has more two channels. It has 4, the other one has 2. And the record length on this unit, it's 20K. On the SDS1104, it's only 10K. Other than that, they work more or less the same way. The software is equal. Yeah, the functions are the same. And you have entry oscilloscope for 160 euros or below $200. It's very good with met functions, acquire, measurement. Yeah, very nice. It's a huge pretender to be my favorite oscilloscope. I have to thank OWON for providing this unit for this test. The opinion is mine, impartial anyway, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was useful to you. If you did, please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, please. It will help the channel a lot. And if you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell to be the first one to be notified every time I have new videos. So that's it for today. Stay safe. Peace. I'm out.